YouTube. I know I've been going for a little while, but a lot has been going on since my last video, and I've decided to have weight loss surgery, and I really wanted to share my experience so far. I'm really in the beginning stages of it all, so I thought maybe I could upload something to help someone else, because it's all I've been doing since I've decided to have weight loss surgery. I've been scouring the internet looking for people who are having the same gastric bypass as I am, or who are have already had it. So let me just get straight to it. On April the 1st, I went to see my endocrinologist, which is my diabetes doctor, and I mentioned to her that I was thinking about going and talking to someone from the weight management center, so she referred me. On April the 6th, that's when I was contacted by the weight management center. They told me that I needed to attend a meeting. It can be in person or it can be online. I decided to do the online version, and once I've completed that, I had to send in a packet of paperwork. About a week later, after I got the packet of paperwork, that's when I sent it back in. So once they received it, it took until April the 29th. That's when they finally called me back, and when they called me back, that's when they told me that they had made 3 appointments for me, and I was like, oh, okay. But I assumed in the packet of papers that because they needed my insurance, that they got an approval for me to at least attend the meetings. They made an appointment for me to meet with a bariatric surgeon, a nutritionist, and a psychologist. The bariatric surgeon, his appointment was May 26th. I have notes down here, so I keep looking away. I had a lot of questions, and if I can figure out how to do it, I'll insert like a screenshot of all the questions that I had. But he was really, really nice, and he answered all of my questions. I left there feeling so confident, but the only thing I will say is I was leaning towards the sleeve, the gastric sleeve, but he explained to me that because I was a diabetic, that maybe the bypass would be better. From his point of view, his patients will go in the day of surgery having diabetes and leave the hospital without ever having to take their insulin or their medicine again. And that for me was like, okay, let me think about that one. So I'm leaning more towards the gastric bypass, and plus I have more than 100 pounds that I want to lose. So he said that the gastric bypass would, allow for that. Although the sleeve, you could still lose weight, you could still lose enough weight so that you weren't a diabetic, but it's a slower process. Ultimately, he said the decision was mine to make, but I think that I'm gonna probably go with the gastric bypass. Also, during that visit, I had to do some blood work. Yeah. So the next appointment I had, no, before I get to the next appointment, on 6/3, so June the 3rd, I have a little app, which is a portal to all the appointments that I have scheduled, and I got a notification that I had some new appointments. I'm like, what? I didn't call nobody. But I found out that the doctor's office, the weight management center, made some appointments for me. They made, at the time, they made 4 additional appointments, and I'll get to why it was supposed to be 3 in a minute. But they made 2 for a nutritionist and 1 to get metabolic rate, and the other one is for an exercise evaluation. Now, today, the 6th of June, I had a nutritionist class. There were roughly about 10 people in the nutritionist class. We learned a lot of things, and she went over a lot of things that were in the booklet that she gave me. And again, if I can figure out how to put screenshots, I'll screenshot some of the booklet so you can see. It'll probably come at the end, but I'll still get some screenshots of, the book and stuff. But also, while I was at the meeting, another lady was there, and she was part of a research team with a doctor in Australia. And basically, what she said, if we participated in her research, that we wouldn't have to do the psych eval. The questions that they would ask us during the research would take the place of that, and I've decided that I'm gonna do that. One less appointment, since it was the last appointment that I had to go to, and we'll see how that works out. But that's really been everything so far. I think the hardest part of this is going to be changing the way that I eat. That's going to be the most difficult part of it all. And I hope I got the willpower to do it. If you or someone you know is having a gastric bypass, then if they make YouTube videos, let me know. If you have any questions that maybe I didn't answer or cover, I'm pretty sure there's so much. Oh, and I'm gonna also add a picture at the end, a screenshot of the requirements that my insurance, which is Blue Cross Blue Shield, requires. They really don't require anything to get the surgery. And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, do your thing. Follow me on Instagram. I post a lot for no reason. Alright, y'all.